Welcome to this short video about COVID-19. My name is Henrik Grethe and I'm serving as the Advocacy Chair of the CFA Society in Switzerland. CFA Institute conducted in April a survey about COVID-19, and I think there are really a couple of interesting trends I would like to share with you today. Well, there are three trends I would like to share. The first is the recovery scenario our members expect. The second one is about, do government and central bank intervention result in market mispricings? And the third one is about the impact of COVID-19 on ethics. To the first trend, the recovery scenario our members expect. Well, 44% of our members expect a medium-term hockey stick recovery within the next 2 to 3 years, followed by 35% who expect a U-shaped recovery, and only a minority of 10% expects a V-shaped recovery, and 8% a longer-term hockey stick recovery, and 4% no recovery at all. But there are a couple of really interesting differences between the regions we've observed. The medium-term hockey stick recovery within the next 2 to 3 years seems to be especially supported by the Middle East, and the U-shaped recovery seems to be supported by Latin Americans, and interestingly, even on a much lower level, but the Europeans support the V-shaped recovery. To the second trend, do government and central bank interventions result in market mispricings? And there we got really a pretty clear picture. The overwhelming majority of 96% of our members say yes. The chance of asset price mispricings is really there. And our members seem to agree whether the intervention has been necessary or not. The vast majority says yes, was necessary, but our members are split whether the intervention should continue from this point on forward or not. 49% say the intervention needs to continue to sustain the economy for an extended period of time. This 49% has been led by Middle East and by Asians. And another 49% say yes, was necessary to intervene, but we will need to return to fiscal rigor, and central banks should start deleveraging as soon as possible. And this has been led by the North American answers. 28% say that they see a risk of potential bankrupt of some sovereigns and require monetarization of debt. And only 4% of our members said authorities and central banks should not intervene in markets, even in times of crisis. There has been also pretty clear answers what our members expect the regulator to do or not to do. They said our regulator should focus on educating the public about risk of investors' fraud. They should conduct a review of exchange-traded products behaving during times of crisis, and they should focus on market surveillance and proceed with rulemaking, compliance exams, and enforcement actions. They have also pretty clear understanding what our regulator should not do. They said our regulator should not temporarily permit companies to delay reportings on changes in their operations and or fiscal conditions. They should not impose security market holidays or closing a market, and they should not ban short selling. So even here, some clear answers. And the third and last trend I would like to highlight today is the impact of COVID-19 on ethics. 45% of our members answered they think it is likely that the risk of unethical actions has increased due to COVID-19, and only 25% believe that this is unlikely. So there seems also to be a higher risk that COVID-19 results in unethical actions. And this leads me to the following conclusions. 79% of the participating members believe in either a hockey stick or a U-shaped recovery. 96% believe that government and central bank interventions resulted in asset mispricings, but the vast majority believes the intervention has been necessary. But at the same time, our members are split whether intervention should continue or not. Regulators should educate the public, review market behaviors, as well as focus on market surveillance, and regulators should not permit companies to delay reportings, to impose market holiday, or to ban short selling. And the risk of unethical behavior might have increased, and regulators as well as all market participants must keep an eye on this and must not tolerate unethical actions and unethical behavior at all. So thank you for watching. You can download the whole survey on our homepage, CFA Society Switzerland.org. We will come back shortly with a second video about the differences we recognize between the Swiss differences, where they differentiate from their global peers, what makes Switzerland unique. And with a third video about the long-term consequences we expect that COVID-19 will have on the asset management industry. I wish you all good health, and thanks for watching.